YouTube, what is going on? Call Me Storms here, back with another video today. In today's video, we are going to be playing with another team I designed. Having a lot of fun with it on the casual ladder. I haven't jumped into the ranked play yet this season, but we're going to do that today, and we're going to be playing with this Galarian Moltres team I designed myself. Galarian Moltres and Hisuian Goodra team. So, kind of like my first video, this one also has like two modes of playing where it's like, okay, which damage dealer am I going with? This one's either all in on the Galarian Moltres or we are all in on the Hisuian Goodra. So let's dive into these sets here. Starting off with the main star of the show. We got the Poison Terror on our Galarian Moltres. It's going to allow us to, it's a good Terror to, we become weak to things that couldn't even hit us before. So it's good for dodging attacks. We got the Protect, Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Fiery Wrath, and of course with that Berserk ability, our special attack is going to get a boost once we fall below that half HP mark, and we're holding the Citrus Berry, so as soon as we hit that mark, boom, we're getting healed up with the Citrus Berry. We've got tons of support with this mon. We can bring in the Grim Snarl, set up screens, help with our bulk. The Grim Snarl's got the Spirit Break to help with the special attack of the opponents, the Parting Shot to, nullify attack and special attack of the opponents. Moltres' best friend here is going to be the Comfey. The Comfey comes in, and with that Triage, I don't know how you say it, that ability is going to allow us to, all of our healing moves are going to have priority on them. So we can go in, once we start getting low, and just start floral healing, priority onto our Moltres, get him healed right back up real quick before you can take any more damage. We've got the Machagacha, what is this, Sinistra, we can switch in. With that Hospitality ability, it's also going to heal us. And on the switch in, he's rocking the Rage Powder. He's got some Strength Saps, some Machagacha burns, other utility tools here to really help just nullify all the damage, as much damage as we can from our opponents, keeping our Moltres nice and healthy and safe. And then the other mode of playing this team is the Hisuian Goodra. So with that Shell Armor, so good in blocking critical hits, kind of cancels out the Urshifu's out there. Can't be critically hit. His only two weaknesses are ground and fighting. So we've got the Fairy Terror on there to, kind of get away from those weaknesses. This set is rocking the Shelter, Body Press, Heavy Slam, and Life Dew. So both of these mons requiring like a little bit of setup to get going, but if my opponent doesn't bring the right tools to deal with them right out of the gate, a lot of times they just lose to that setup. So really fun team to play with. And last slot here, we've got a Hisuian Arcanine, pretty cool Pokemon. I've got mine trained up pretty defensively. He's rocking the Assault Vest. He's got the E-Speeds. He's normal Terra, just in case we need to hit that Terra. Usually we're Terra on our Moltres or our Goodra, but just in case, this is kind of our Swiss Army knife here of Pokemon on this team. So, yeah, he's got the Intimidate, he's got the Snarl, so he can provide that damage mitigation support as well. But he's also got, some just great utility moves in the E-Speed, Flare Blitz to do damage, Rock Slide. So, yeah, that's the team. Let's go ahead and jump into some games on the ranked ladder and see if we can get some wins. So guys, as you can see, like I was saying, have yet to jump on the ranked ladder this season. It just started up. We're 5 days into February at the time of recording this video. So it's about time we jump in there and see what we can do. Okay, what have we got here? Malamar. Are they trying to skill swap with somebody? And if so, who? I'm not sure. I know Golurk can have like that. What is it? Golurk has like an ability where he can hit anything. So I'm not sure if they're trying to skill swap that onto the Malamar. So what do we want to go into here? Do they have threats for the Goodra? I've got a ground Pokemon. They don't have a fighting Pokemon, but that Malamar a lot of times does hold like a close combat or superpower, I think it is. Let's go ahead and go with the Moltres this game. We'll go Moltres. We'll set up screens, and we'll bring in his two other support mons. Yeah, in the back. All right, Malamar Among Us. Okay. Okay, so what do they want to do here? Maybe some sleep. Maybe they want to sleep us and get the boosts of the... Maybe they want to sleep us and then go for those superpowers on our team, and hopefully they're hoping they get those boosts. So let's just nasty plot. No. Let's just Air Slash. We'll Terrasilize, Air Slash into the Amoonguss, and if we're able to get a Spirit Break over here, we can do massive damage to this Malamar right away. Let's try that. Let's try that, see what they do. They might Rage Powder. Okay, a Terra's coming out from our opponents as well. Terra Among Us. Okay, so they were expecting a flying move maybe coming out, and they were looking to avoid that super effective damage. Air Slash not going to do nearly as much now. Spirit Bait does hit the Malamar. Does almost half. And a Spore comes in. So that's not fun. Definitely not fun. Trick Room. Okay, Trick Room Malamar. Okay. Okay, so now I would think they are disincentivized to Rage Powder. Because I've already shown that I have the Spirit Break. Let's just try to throw up a Protect, and we're gonna Spirit Break in the Amoonguss slot because that thing's okay. Well, it's gonna pull out, but that thing is annoying with the Spores and the Rage Powders. But a Raging Bolt comes in, so he also doesn't want to take a Spirit Break here. And they are going to... No. Did he try to... I think he tried to skill swap his Protosynthesis, which I'm pretty sure is not an ability you can skill swap. So, great turn for us. You know, really no downsides to that turn. And from here, let's go for a Nasty Plot. We're probably just asleep. And we'll throw up a Light Screen just in case this... Raging Bolt wants to do any big damage to us. Future Sight. When that lands, that's gonna hurt. Draco Meteor also comes out here, and we soak up that damage. Moltres stays asleep. Okay, so the Raging Bolt's got the Draco. Let's go for... I'll try to throw Protect. And we'll just... Who do I want to Spirit Break? We'll just try to Spirit Break the Malamar slots. Okay, and they are switching out. Let's see, it's probably going to be the Amoonguss, right? No. Okay, so we've seen all four of their Mons. Golurk comes in. Moltres remains asleep. Hopefully that means we're waking up next turn. And they are going to skill swap. Okay. So let's see. Spirit Break comes out, does a lot of damage to the Malamar. What's this Trick Room looking like? Last turn of Trick Room, and a Future Sight's coming in. I think that means we'll take the damage after this turn. So ideally I wake up and I can land this Protect, and Trick Room will also end in the same turn. That's the play we're going for, at least. And with a Golurk out here, I am just going to throw up a Reflect as well. I'm not sure what move he's trying to hit me with. We do wake up. We land the Protect. So that's going to be good for us. And our Reflect is also going up. Close combat. We tank it. Oh, I didn't think about that. He's got the, whatever it is, Topsy-Turvy? I don't know what it's called. The ability that gives you the inverse of whatever your buffs or losses were. Apparently you can't protect a Future Sight, so that's interesting. But it's okay because it just procs our Berserk for us. Gives us an attack boost. We get back some healing, and the Trick Room ends. So now we're looking like a pretty good spot. We've only got a +1 to our only a +1 to our special attack, but we will just go for a Fiery Wrath right now, and I want to Parting Shot the Golurk, but we can't reduce its stats now because it has that ability. So we will just switch into the Sinistcha and get a little bit of chip healing back onto our Moltres. So there's the Hospitality. We drink it up. We almost get back to full. Fiery Wrath is going to come in. Takes out the Malamar, and it does pretty good chip onto the Golurk for only being a +1. Oh! He Destiny Bonded. Well, that's a misplay. But we dodge a close combat now. Man. That is unfortunate that I just did that. Yeah, that's going to make things a lot more interesting now. Huh. Let's go into... Let's bring in the Comfy. We should still have screens up for a couple more turns. The Amoonguss comes out as well. Alright, so we're in a 3v3 situation. Yeah, we still got a lot of turns of screens. So let's go for... we have priority on the Draining Kiss. Let's hit the Amoonguss with it. See how much it does. And we will also go for... We'll go for a Machagacha, just see... Yeah, we'll see what we can land out there with this. Draining Kiss does a little bit of chip to the Amoonguss. Machagacha flies. Are we missing somebody? We're missing the Golurk. So that's not good. That's who we wanted to hit, ideally. Close combat comes in. Doesn't do hardly anything to our Comfy. But he is getting those boosts, so... And that's at least the second one he's gotten over there, so he's a little scary. The side Pollen Puff comes in. Okay. Okay, so... Let's Helping Hand our Sinistcha. And we really need to land a Machagacha over there, and ideally a burn as well on this Golurk. Machagacha flies, hit both targets. Can we please get a burn? Not on the Amoonguss. Can we get the burn on the Golurk? No. No burn on the Golurk. That's unlucky. boosts keep going up. And they just try to sleep our Sinistra, which isn't a thing. Can't use Spore on grass types. So that's good for us. So... Let's see how much... Man, I don't really like any of these options. Let's see how much Draining Kiss does over here. And we're just going to Rage Powder this turn. Because I think I can maybe prevent them... If they try to Spore in close combat again, they're just not going to be able to do anything this turn. If they're going into the Comfy slot's going to get pulled over. Yep, there's the close combat. And they're just Pollen Puffing. So that's not great. But it's not bad. Okay, we are just going to Helping Hand, Matcha Gotcha. I think I could start going for some hexes, but we're gonna do so much more damage, and also if we could land the burn, we're gonna cut his attack as well. So that's really what we want, really what we need here is that burn on that Golurk. We get that, and I think this game is pretty much a wrap. We're missing somebody. Who are we missing? Missing the Raging Bolt. That's fine. Man. We're still eating it. He doesn't have super effective moves, so that's good. He's rocking 2 fighting moves. Okay, the light screen goes away, so now this Raging Bolt's in a lot better of a situation to do meaningful damage to us. We will just Draining... Was that Draining Kiss? Yeah, we'll Draining Kiss this slot. And let's Rage Powder this turn. Let's just Rage Powder, because so far his Golurk's looking like he can't even really do damage to our Comfy. Pretty good chip on the Raging Bolt. Draco is going to fly. And that does some pretty meaningful damage to us. Definitely does some meaningful damage. But he can't hit us with that close combat, so that's pretty good for us. So from here, let's Floral Healing, and that's what we would have liked to be doing to our Galarian Moltres right now, but that's okay. I think we still have the tools to win this game. We're going to get that increased priority healing over onto our teammate, and we're going to go for the Matcha Gotcha, because we want that burn on that Golurk. Thunderclap flies. We're grass, so we resist. Matcha Gotcha hits both targets. Come on, burns. There's a burn on the Raging Bolt. Another burn into the slot we don't care about. Burning. No burn onto the Golurk. He's still doing no damage to our Comfy. It doesn't matter how many times his attack and defense and whatever goes up. Special defense. Oh, I guess that's not boosting his attack, is it? It's just boosting his defenses. He's still doing no damage. Granted, we did still have a Reflect. Let's Draining Kiss and Rage Powder, because, again, he doesn't have anything that threatens our Sinistra. So, this is pretty much a free play. Free chance to do some damage and potentially KO this Raging Bolt. He is just going to switch it out, but that means the Amogus is coming in, which has that Regenerator, but is going to be weak to the Fairy move. There's some chip. We get healed back up. Man, if we could have just burned this Golurk a long time ago, I think this game would have already been over. What do I want to do here? I mean, I want to burn the Golurk. Let's just... They're probably going to try to sleep my Comfey this turn. So let's just Draining Kiss there. Let's try to burn this Golurk. What do you say? Hey, I have a great idea. What if we tried to burn the Golurk? What a great idea that is. Can't believe I just thought of that. Get some health back from the Machagacha. Can we get a burn? No burn still. He still does no damage. It doesn't matter that we had the Reflect Up or not. Clear Smog. So it's super effective, but we didn't have any boosts going. That's interesting that they would do that there. Okay, that's fine. What do we want to do here, though? How healthy is our Grim? Healthier. Let's... I kind of want to switch in the Grim. Hopefully tank whatever. Let's switch in the Grim. We'll switch him in, and we will just Rage Powder this turn. Because I want him to get in healthy and safe, and then we'll reset whatever screens we need to reset. Okay, and he is actually just going to switch out himself. Gonna protect out of the Amoonguss. That's fine. That means I guess we both got away with doing whatever we wanted to do that turn. It's all good. And Raging Bolt is going to take some more chip. And this battle is getting down to the wire. Let's go for the light screen. And, you know, we could just start hexing both of these mons. The Amoonguss protected last turn, so we're just going to hex the Amoonguss this turn. Should easily pick up the KO. Here's the thing, we haven't shown to our opponent this whole time that we have this, so I think if they don't already know, they should be knowing now that this game is over. Draco flies, and Draco misses. He tries... Okay. This game was over a long time ago if my opponent thought the Dracos were hitting my Grimmsnarl. We're immune. Yeah, from this point, I don't really even... I mean, we'll throw up a Reflect. But, yeah, it doesn't actually matter what we do here, I think. Just kill the Bolt. Ooh, he's tricking us. He's stealing our Light Clay, so we don't need our Light Clay anymore. And he gave us an Assault Vest. That's fine. You can hold on to our Light Clay, buddy. We'll take your Assault Vest, and we'll start Spirit Breaking you. We'll just start hexing. This game's over. Guess we're not gonna get the burn that we wanted the whole video, this whole battle, but that's fine. Our opponent is trying... Okay, maybe they're not. Maybe they are. I don't know why they would try to Timer Stall us, because we have 3 Pokemon still to his 1. Like, it's not even That doesn't work like that. Maybe my opponent doesn't know that though. Maybe he doesn't realize that whoever has the most Pokemon with the most health just wins. So whatever. GG's to my opponent. Yeah, they need to figure a couple more things out. 3, 2, 1. So we win. And we take those wins all the way to the bank. Unfortunate that we lost our Galarian Moltres pretty right away, but hey, that's fine. Because it was pretty dominant win after that. Fighting against Corey. Here we go. It's much more meta team, much more main. What do we want to play with here? The Landorus is really scary. The Landorus kind of prevents me from being able to play Hisuian Goodra at all here, I feel like. Man, if they don't bring the Landorus, though, the Hisuian Goodra looks pretty good. It is what it is. I think it's too much of a risk that they do bring it to play it. So we'll just play with the Moltres again. And we'll also bring in the Grimmsnarl. And we'll bring in our 2 supports. So same lineup as last game. I think this is going to be our best options for getting the win in this one. We'll see what they decide to lead. Alright, Corey brings out the Flutter Mane Incineroar. Okay, so my opponent is probably thinking Fake Out and like a big D-Gleam this turn. If I had to guess, that's what they are thinking. Let's think here. Let me think here. Let's protect. And let's go. I'm afraid that he fakes out my Grim and then the D-Gleam like kills us. So let's just go into our Comfy. Now I'm kind of wishing I would have led the Comfy. There's the Fake Out. Okay, so at least we protect from that chip damage. There's the Moonblast. So they were just going all in on this Moltres. Wow, they were going to let me set up screens. I really wish now I would have just Terra'd and set up screens. So from here, let's hit the Poison Terra. And let's Nasty Plot. Yeah, we'll try to Nasty Plot. And we're also going to try to set up a Tailwind. There's our big Poison Bird. Ooh, they were going to taunt us. Not what we wanted to see. Not at all. Okay. Parting Shot flies. So that means we're only at +1 instead of the +2. What is our opponent going to bring out? Archaludon. So that's probably Assault Vest. Let's go ahead and actually, let me think. He's probably gonna hit me with the Steel move into my Comfey. Man, I really wish I could have got screens up first turn. Now my Moltres is extremely vulnerable. Let's try to Nasty Plot again. And we'll just Draining Kiss over here because I'm forced into attacking, unfortunately. And just see what our opponent tries to do. Shadow Ball is going to fly. Pretty good damage when we don't have the light screens. Maybe they just killed my Comfey here. They don't. I kind of wish they would have. They could have just killed my Comfey for me. Would have given me a chance to set up some screens. So, don't love that. But, you know, we might have a play here still. So we are sitting at +3. Let's try to just protect this turn. And we'll just switch in the Sinistra. Hopefully my Sinistra can take some hits here. And then we can go for some Rage Powders. Maybe get some meaningful damage onto these two Pokemon out in the field. Plus Hospitality kicks in, gives us some health back. And they're just going to protect their Flutter Mane, so that's great news for us. Draco. We block those. Okay. Yeah, so from here, I definitely think the play is to... We're sitting at +3. We go for a big Fiery Wrath now. And we just Rage Powder. Because we have a lot of special defense into this Sinistra. I would imagine we're able to take a Shadow Ball from the Flutter Mane. And then we'll probably die to a Draco Shadow Ball combo. But this is the play, because trying to keep this Moltres alive, that's the team. That's how this works. Taunt comes in, but the Rage Powder went first. And a Flash Cannon, so that's not going to pick up a KO on us. Gonna get some Fire Wrath damage. And that is pretty good chip on both of our opponents. Gotta be happy with that. So from here, let's actually just protect our Moltres. If we can get screens up here, I think we're gonna get so far ahead. I don't think our opponent will be able to come back. If we can, now that we already are +3, and we're pretty bulky on our Moltres. We set up a light screen and reflect. I think my opponent's kind of done for. Shadow Ball. We should be able to eat. Yep. And a Draco. We protect those. We are protecting that slot, man. You can't hit us. Alright. So from here, like we said, Fire Wrath, Light Screen. Our opponent should be in some serious trouble now. They're just going to switch out. Let's see what they decide to switch in. We know they have Incineroar, and there it is. That's fine. That's fine. Light Screen goes up. It's going to be huge in keeping us alive. And a Moonblast. So we should be able to live one. Yep, we do. And this Fire Wrath should pick up the KO on the Flutter and does okay chip on the Incineroar. Tornadus is their 4th mon. Okay. So, as far as damage goes, we're not afraid of this Tornadus. I would really love to get a Reflect up, just so this Incineroar can, like, I don't know, Flare Blitz me. They could, like, Sunny Day Flare Blitz if they wanted to right now, and I would not like that happening. We're probably going to get faked out for my Grim slot, but that's probably fine. I think it's worth the risk of trying to set up a Reflect here. Okay, so there comes a Tailwind. And they are not faking out, so good news for us, we are allowed to set up our own Reflect. And it is a knockoff. They go into that Moltres slot. You can't touch us right now, sir. Again, they could always Flare Blitz, but now we do have a screen up now, so it's really not scary. Let's go for a big solo Air Slash there. And I'm thinking we can just Parting Shot this Tornadus. So Prankster Parting Shot, so good. It's also going to allow us to switch in, and if we want to, which I think we will, no, let's not. I don't want to bring in my Sinister yet. So I don't want him to take a big flying type attack here. We might be sacking off our Comfey, but we are just going to switch in our Comfey. Weak Wing Storm flies. It hits us both. Comfey goes down. That's okay. And they're going to go for a Parting Shot into our Moltres, so actually reduce some of our damage now. And that means we are going to see the Archaludon back on the field. Let's see it. Let's see how much our Air Slash does now. Another one of those will kill. But also a Fiery Wrath should also kill. I think it's a no-brainer from here. Sinister comes in. It's going to give us some healing. And from here, it's definitely a... let's check, actually. Let's see where we're at. We're at +2. This should be enough to pick up the Archaludon, and that's really the only threat my opponent has right now. So let's Fiery Wrath, and let's Rage Powder. Rain Dance. Okay, so he's going to go for one of those Electro Shots, which we resist. Yep, so that's going to do like nothing behind the screens. Big Fiery Wrath comes in. Massive damage on that side. You love to see it. You love to see it. See how our screens are looking. We got a lot of turns left on screens. Plus it's raining. I don't think this Tornadus has the sunny day. So I'm not... They're probably going to fake me out. I don't know. On the off chance they don't fake me out, I can pick up the Tornadus kill this turn, so we will just go for that. And let's see if we can get some health back. If we can Strength Sap the Ensign, maybe. Steel Terra, okay. I don't think that should matter at all here. Sinistra holds on. Can we go from 7 HP all the way back up? Oh, they are just going to knock off that slot. So that's fine. That's fine. The Sinistra's just there for some support. Not to mention the Rocky Helmet does some meaningful chip, I think, on that Incineroar. Tornadus drops, and they are down to just poor little old Incineroar. And their Tailwind runs out. Yeah, so pretty good showing here for our Moltres this game. We can pretty much go for whatever we want, so we will just Air Slash and Spirit Break. They did have the Flare Blitz, okay, they held on to it like all game, and that's not going to do hardly anything behind screens in the rain. We're just going to kill him with the Spirit Break, I think, yeah. So GG's to my opponent. Pretty good game, and yeah, one of those situations where they weren't able to deal with the Galarian Moltres fast enough, so it basically just kind of gets the free win. Let's see if we can get a third game going and hopefully show off the Hisuian Goodra. Okay, so the Goodra is weak to ground, weak to fighting. So I think as long as we could, you know, see the ground moves coming and terrestrialize out of that weakness, I think it'll be fine. So we're gonna go with the Goodra this time, and we will try to set up screens for it. We're gonna bring the Arcanine. I don't know if it's gonna be the best in this situation. They have two. Well, they have a ground type, and then the Entei also usually knows Stomping. So might be scary there, but it's whatever. We're gonna bring it, and we'll bring in Caffeine last. All right, here we go. Trying to go 3-0. Entei Ting Lu. So there's those, both those Mon with those scary ground moves. With the terrestrialization, though, we should just be able to hit the Fairy Terra, Shelter, and set up a Reflect, even. We'll should be able to eat anything coming our way this turn. Screen goes up. Iron Head flies. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Ooh, we are going to be weak to that Heavy Slam, but the thing is, we're both really heavy Mons, so that's not actually going to do very much damage to us. Who actually wants to come in here? Let's bring in the Arcanine, but we're probably just switching into the Sinistra, like, immediately. Okay. I'm halfway tempted to try to leave this Arcanine in, but there's like no way, right, that he can... If they double down into him, he's definitely gone. He's quad weak to the ground moves. Let's Let's try to shelter here. And let's keep him safe and just switch into the Sinistra. And they're just going to withdraw the Ting Lu, so hey, maybe we should have just stayed in. I guess they were predicting the body press that turn, so they went ahead and switched out. And they are going to go Terra their side, so let's see what kind of Terra is on their Entei. Normal Terra. So, okay. We should eat this. Oh, no, they're just avoiding weaknesses here. Okay, that's interesting. I guess they didn't want to get hit with the Rock Slide or the Rock Head or... Okay, I guess that makes some sense. But we're still fine. So from here, we can burn this Entei now. I think it's a really good play to try to body press here. And maybe just Strength Sap the Dusknoir. We could essentially nullify that slot. We can nullify that slot if we can really bring down its damage, and the Corviknight's going to come in. So good thing I didn't Strength Sap this side, the right slot. So he's going to lose some attack there. Our Body Press should do some pretty good damage. Yep, into the Corviknight. Ooh, that's a Haze Pokemon. Man, okay. That's bad news for us. They're just going to haze away our boosts. But we are still behind screens. We are still behind screens. Let's go for another Body Press. And I'm thinking... I could Rage Powder. I'm also like, I don't really want to lose my Sinistra here either. So let's Body Press, Matcha Gotcha. I think it's time to do some damage. They are just going to go for a Roost here. Burns would be huge. If we could burn either or both of these Pokemon, that would be huge. No burns. They're skill swapping. Okay, they're taking our hospitality from us, which is unfortunate that they're gonna have it for switch-ins, but like, you know, I think we're kind of just all in now. We've already switched in. So they've got the Roost on the Corviknight. What else do they have? Did they show Iron Head? I think they showed Iron Head, but I know the Entei had it. I'm not. So it's like, did I get confused? Did the Corviknight not show it yet? I don't remember. I do think I just need to Body Press again, and probably try to Matcha Gotcha. Like, we really need burns here. Burns would be huge. Brave Bird is gonna fly, and that's gonna do a lot. He should take the chip off the Rocky Helmet, yep. And the chip off the recoil. So that's good news for us, at least. Matcha Gotcha flies. We get some health back. No burns. Man. We need those burns. Where are they? They're just gonna Will-O-Wisp us. What an annoying little Dusknoir. What an annoying little Dusknoir. So, how are my screens looking? 3 turns of Reflect. I'm going to try to Life Steal this turn. And again, just Matcha Gotcha. Fishing for those burns. That hurts. Hopefully I don't target the slot. We get some health back. And we do land a burn on the Corviknight. So that is going to be huge. Really, really huge. Double burn. It's about time. It's about time Sinistcha lands some of those. At least on the physical attackers. So that's a huge turn for us. Double burn, and we're going to get a big life 2 off to top off our Goodra and to give a lot of health back to our Sinistcha. Poltergeist is going to fly, and that's still going to do a pretty sizable chunk. Because it is a very hard-hitting, physical, special, super effective, not special, super effective attack. But that Corviknight is getting very low. I think we are playing the long game now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can just Life Dew, keep our Sinistcha alive. And let's try to Hex this Corviknight away. The Dusknoir switches out. In comes the Entei. They're going to roost on the Corviknight slot. So how much damage are we actually going to do here with this Hex? Pretty good damage, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. But now this Entei's here, and he's still got all his attack. He's got those fire moves. Looking not good for our Sinistcha. We can't intimidate him. But I think we should probably go for, like, maybe the body press here. And try to switch in our Arcanine. Just to keep our Sinistcha alive, really. The Mirror Armor actually drops our attack, so that ain't good. And they go for the Stomping. I guess they predicted it. Wow, okay. I guess my opponent predicted it there. Unlucky. Man, I feel like I always get these unlucky, like, 50-50s when I'm recording. Never happens if I'm not recording. It is what it is. We're not out of this one yet, because we do have the double burn on 2 of his Pokemon. Okay. And my Reflect is gone. So that's not good. Not good, not good. We get our hospitality back. Man, they still have a Ting-Lu back there too. I'd really like to get my shelters back up. Especially since I know they're all physical attackers. Let's go for one. And I don't know if I can Strength Sap the Entei with the Inner Focus. We'll just go for a Matcha Gotcha. Hopefully they don't hit me and I'm able to get some health back. They actually just switch out. Into the Dusknoir. And they are going to roost over there. This actually might be good for me that they decided to bring in the Dusknoir. Corviknight dodges, that's probably fine. We weren't going to do very much to him anyways. Okay, I don't really remember the speed. I think the Dusknoir is faster than my Goodra, but not faster than my Sinistcha, I think. So let's go for a... We really need to get rid of the Dusknoir. And a Hex should do it. So, let's Shelter again here, because I think we're safe to do that. And let's go for that big Hex on this Dusknoir and hopefully take him out. We need him out of there. We want to hold on to those Shelters. We're going to need all the defense we can get to win this one. My opponent goes for the Roost. That's fine. I think when the time comes, when we're able to double down in the Corviknight, we'll be able to kill it. Hex flies. And we are going to pick up the Dusknoir KO. That's huge. That means they shouldn't be able to haze away our defensive boost anymore. And there goes our Goodra. Looking like a slug, looking like a snail. Sheltering down. Okay, my opponent does still have 3 Pokemon, but that's the thing with this Hisuian Goodra. Sometimes he's able to kind of like 1v3 teams. Granted, he's still got a teammate here, but he is able to sometimes 1v3 teams and 1v4 even with the right setup. So let's see if he can bring it back. From here, I am thinking we're +4. Let's see if we can just get rid of the Entei. He shouldn't have Protect. And I mean, the Entei shouldn't be able to do anything to our Goodra. Let's see if we can Strength Sap the Corv, maybe? Just for health? He's gonna Sacred Fire there. That's just gonna kill us. Okay. That's probably fine. I think we probably have enough setup now to just win this with the Goodra. The Iron Defense isn't very nice. I'm really surprised he actually didn't go for those earlier. It's really surprising. But he is burned. I think we're just going to have to go for him later. Let's Heavy Slam the Entei because I'm afraid he switches into the Dusknoir. We wouldn't want that to happen where we couldn't hit him. Sacred Fire flies. That's going to do pretty decent damage into us, actually. Kind of surprised by that one. Oh, we killed the Dusknoir. He couldn't have switched into the Dusknoir. We killed that Dusknoir. Okay, a little bit of a misplay. A little bit of a misplay by me. Okay, okay. That's unfortunate. I really thought we could... As low as he was, I thought the Heavy Slam would kill anyways. So that's not great. And we only have 5 body presses left. So I'm kind of afraid that like we're going to need all those body presses to get the kill on the Corv. So let's just... Man. Let's just body press. I mean, this is picking up a KO, so we're gonna need KOs. So we'll body press now. All right, and we're in a 1v2. Corviknight's burned. here comes the Ting Lu. So I am just gonna go for the body press right now. I don't feel like I have time to waste going for anything else. We eat that body press. Let's see how much ours does. Decent chunk into the Ting Lu. Wish it could have done a little bit more. Heavy Slam comes out. Doesn't do too much. Okay. Man, and there's not a lot of time on the clock. Let's life do this turn. As long as there's no crits or anything crazy here, we should be able to get a lot of health back. More health back than they're able to do in damage, I would think. Brave Bird does like nothing. He's burned. Life Cube gets us back to 108. Stalking Tantrum comes out. Okay, so that was a net gain. That was a net gain in our health. I think we might want to Iron Defense one more time. That way our 3 body presses are going to do as much damage as they possibly can. Hopefully my teammate, or my opponent, doesn't stall us out. If they stall us, they could potentially win this. They don't. They attack right away. We get the shelter. Come on. Come on, Goodra. Bring it home. They heavy slam. We eat it up. Alright, I think we need to do some damage now. We don't really have time to do anything else. We need to kill this Ting Lu. My opponent just going to stall us? I mean, that's the right play by my opponent, would be to stall. See what they decide to do. Looks like they're waiting as long as they can. Wow, they had all that time? I definitely thought the timer was gonna go before then. That's kind of crazy. Guys, unfortunate last game for us there. We had that one in the bag. They weren't doing any damage to us at all. That body press was killing the Ting Lu. And then I think we might have still had enough to get the Corviknight. I don't know, maybe not. He was pretty set up as well. But there you guys have it. Some fun games today with this team. You know, rocking the Galarian Moltres and the Hisuian Goodra. So thank you guys for watching the video today. Make sure to check out the TikTok, that is Call Me Storms. Make sure to check out the Twitch, also Call Me Storms. Sub to this channel if you like Pokemon content like this, and look forward to more Pokemon content in the future. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you in the next one.